ഓക്കെ, ഇന്ന് നമ്മൾ ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്യാൻ പോകുന്നത് സൈൻ ആൻഡ് തീറ്റ, കോസ് ആൻഡ് തീറ്റ എന്ന് പറയുന്ന രണ്ട് ഫംഗ്ഷൻസിൻ്റെ എക്സ്പാൻഷൻസ് ആണ്. ഇതിന് നമുക്ക് രണ്ട് റെഫറൻസസ് ആവശ്യമുണ്ട്. റെഫറൻസ് 1 എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ഡി മോയിവേഴ്സ് തിയറമാണ്. ഡി മോയിവേഴ്സ് തിയറത്തിനെ പറ്റി ഓൾറെഡി ഞാൻ എൻ്റെ വീഡിയോ ലെക്ചറിൽ ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്തായിരുന്നു. അതിനെപ്പറ്റി ഒരു എക്സസൈസും തന്നായിരുന്നു, നിങ്ങൾ ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ടാവുമെന്ന് വിചാരിക്കുന്നു. ഡി മോയിവേഴ്സ് തിയറം പറയുന്നത് കോസ് n theta plus I sin n theta can be written as cos theta plus I sin theta whole raised to n. ഇതാണ് ഡി മോയിവേഴ്സ് തിയറം പറയുന്നത്. ഇതാണ് നമ്മൾ ഫസ്റ്റ് റെഫറൻസ് ആയിട്ട് പറയുന്നത്. രണ്ടാമത്തെ റെഫറൻസ് ആയിട്ട് നമുക്ക് ആവശ്യമുള്ളത് ബൈനോമിയൽ എക്സ്പാൻഷൻ ആണ്. ഇതിനെപ്പറ്റി അവിടെ നമ്മൾ ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്തായിരുന്നു. ബൈനോമിയൽ എക്സ്പാൻഷൻ നിങ്ങൾ ചെറിയ ക്ലാസ്സിലൊക്കെ പഠിച്ചിട്ടുള്ളതായിരിക്കും, +2 ക്ലാസ്സിലെല്ലാം പഠിച്ചിട്ടുള്ളതായിരിക്കും. ബൈനോമിയൽ എക്സ്പാൻഷൻ എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് എന്താണ്? a plus b whole raised to n എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് nc0 a raised to n plus nc1 a raised to n minus 1 b plus etc plus b raised to ncn b raised to n ആണ്. ഈ രണ്ട് കാര്യങ്ങൾ ഉപയോഗിച്ചാണ് നമ്മൾ എക്സ്പാൻഷൻ ഓഫ് സൈൻ n തീറ്റയും കോസ് n തീറ്റയും കണ്ടെത്താൻ പോകുന്നത്. ഇത് നമ്മൾ ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്ന ഒരു കോംപ്ലക്സ് നമ്പറിൻ്റെ ഐഡിയയും കൂടെ ഉപയോഗിക്കും. നിങ്ങൾക്കറിയാം, കോംപ്ലക്സ് നമ്പർ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ a plus ib ഫോമിലുള്ള നമ്പേഴ്സാണ്. ഇത് രണ്ട് കോംപ്ലക്സ് നമ്പറിൻ്റെ ഇക്വാലിറ്റിയാണ് ഇവിടെ ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്നത്. ഇപ്പോൾ a plus ib ഈക്വൽ ടു c plus id എന്ന് നമ്മൾ എഴുതി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നമുക്കറിയാം ഇതിൻ്റെ മീനിങ് എന്താണ്? a ഈക്വൽ ടു c എന്നും ആൻഡ് b ഈക്വൽ ടു d എന്ന് എഴുതാൻ പറ്റും. ഇതാണ് രണ്ട് കോംപ്ലക്സ് നമ്പേഴ്സിൻ്റെ ഇക്വാലിറ്റി. ഈ മൂന്ന് ഐഡിയാസ് ഉപയോഗിച്ചാണ് നമ്മൾ എക്സ്പാൻഡ് ചെയ്യാൻ പോകുന്നത്. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ വി നീഡ് ടു ഫൈൻഡ് ദ എക്സ്പാൻഷൻസ് ഓഫ് sin and theta in terms of powers of sin theta and cos theta. For this we start with the de Moivre's theorem that says that cos n theta plus I sin n theta equal to cos theta plus I sin theta whole raised to n. So we need to expand this cos theta plus I sin theta raised to n using this binomial expansion. So this cos theta stands for a here and sin theta stands for I sin theta stands for b here. So when we expand this, you can get cos raised to n theta plus nc1 cos raised to n minus 1 theta sin theta plus nc2 times here we have I also cos raised to n minus 2 theta I sin theta whole square plus etc. So this is same as cos n raised to n theta plus nc1 is binomial coefficient, that is n, and we have I is here, so I times n times cos raised to n minus 1 theta sin theta. Then when we come to the second term, this I sin theta whole square gives minus sin square theta, so this term will be minus. nc2 is n into n minus 1 divided by 1 into 2 cos n minus 2 theta into sin square theta. This I square can be written as minus 1, so that is minus here. I'll write one more term, so that term corresponds to I'll write here also nc3 cos n minus 3 theta I sin theta whole raised to 3. So from this I cube you can get minus I here. From this nc3 we can get n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 divided by 1 into 2 into 3. Then we have cos raised to n minus 3 theta sin cube theta plus etc. Okay, so this can be written as cos raised to n theta plus I times n cos n minus 1 theta sin theta minus n into n minus 1 divided by 1 into 2 cos raised to n minus 2 theta sine square theta. There is no difference for this term. Then we can write this as I times plus I times minus n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 divided by 1 into 2 into 3 times cos raised to n minus 3 theta sin cube theta plus etc. So now we can use this equality. We have equality with two complex numbers here. Here this is a complex number and this is also a complex number. So real part of this complex number is cos n theta. So that can be equated to the real part of this complex number. So from this we need to collect all those terms which does not contain the term I. So that is cos raised to n theta. Then comes this term n into n minus 1 divided by 1 into 2 cos raised to n minus 2 theta sin square theta, and this term contains I, so we neglect this term for the time being, and we will use the next term, that is plus n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into n minus 3 divided by 1 into 2 into 3 into 4. This is nothing but NC4 cos raised to n minus 4 theta sin raised to 4 theta. This will be this term, then minus etc. So when we equate this complex number and this complex number, we can get the expression for or expansion for cos n theta. Similarly, when we equate the imaginary part, then you will get the expansion for sin n theta. So collect all the imaginary part of this complex number and imaginary part of this one. So that will give n times cos raised to n minus 1 theta sin theta. Then we leave this term. We already used this term for the expansion of cos n theta. Then we take this term, that gives minus n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 divided by 1 into 2 into 3 cos raised to n minus 3 theta sin cube theta plus etc. So this is the expansion for sin n theta and this is the expansion for cos n theta. Then using these two values, we can get the expansion for tan n theta. Tan n theta is sin theta divided by cos theta. So sin n theta divided by cos n theta. That is equal to what is sin n theta? Sin n theta is this one. So that is n times cos n minus 1 theta sin theta minus n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 divided by 1 into 2 into 3 cos n minus 3 theta sin cube theta plus etc. all divided by cos raised to n theta minus n into n minus 1 divided by 1 into 2 cos n minus 2 theta sin square theta. So from this we can say that tan theta has the expansion in this manner. This is the quotient of two expansions, both contain the powers of cos and sin. Yeah. So this is the expansion of tan and theta. Now without using this method, without using De Moivre's theorem, we can get the expansions for these three functions, for which we need to use mathematical induction. So that is, we know that cos A plus B is equal to cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. Okay, so what is cos n plus 1 theta? So this is cos n theta cos theta minus sin n theta sin theta. Clear? This shows that using the values of cos n theta and sin n theta, we can get or we can find the value of cos n plus 1 theta. Clear? So using the values of cos theta, we can get the value of cos 2 theta. Using the value of cos 2 theta, you can get cos 2 theta and sin 2 theta. Of course, we can get the value of cos 3 theta. Okay. Using this induction, you can get the value for cos n theta without using this. Clear? So similarly, using the identity sin a plus b. What is sin a plus b? Sin a cos b plus cos a sin b. Clear? So sin n plus 1 theta will be sin n theta cos theta plus cos n theta sin theta. So using these values, sin n theta and cos n theta, we can get the value of sin n plus 1 theta. That is, using the value of sin theta, sin 1 theta, that is sin theta, we can get the value of sin n plus 1 theta. Okay, so this is nothing but an induction. Induction says that using the value of n equal to 1, we can get the value of n equal to 2. Using the value of n is equal to 2, we can get the value of n is equal to 3. So using this method, we can find the value of cos n theta, sin n theta, consequently tan n theta without using De Moivre's theorem, and or we can say that the only thing we need to know is this formula. Okay, some formula of cos and sin. Using this cos and sin, we can get tan theta by this equation, sin n theta by cos n theta. Okay. In this section, we will see the expansions of sine, cosine, and tangent of the any number of unequal angles in terms of the tangent of the angle. So in this section, we need a reference. We are not going to prove that reference, but I'll write the idea of that reference first. That is, if you start this cos of a plus b, we know that this is nothing but cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. And what is sin a plus b? Sin a plus b gives sin a cos b plus cos a sin b. Then what is cos a plus b plus I times sin a plus b? That is equal to this term plus I times this term. So that is cos a cos b minus sin a sin b plus I times this sum. That is sin a cos b plus cos a sin b. So when we arrange these terms, we will get cos a cos b plus I times sin a cos b then collect. So now we have collected first terms of two brackets, right? Then we have then we collect the other terms, minus sin a sin b plus I times cos a sin b. So here we have cos b is common, so that can be taken out. So cos b times cos a plus I sin a. Here we can take sin b out plus sin b times minus sin a plus I cos a. So this is equal to cos b times cos a plus I sine A, here we have sine A, plus we have this can be written as plus I times sine B into I times sine A plus cos A. I take I from this bracket out, okay, so that is I times sine B. So here this minus 1 can be written as I square, so 1I is taken out, then the remaining is again 1I, that I times sine A, and this I is taken out, then we have cos A here, okay. So this is equal to, so now these two brackets are same, cos A plus I sin A, cos A plus I sin A here. So that can be taken out from these two terms, so that will give cos A plus I sin A times cos B plus I sin B. Okay, so what is the idea here? Cos A plus B plus I times sin A plus B can be written as cos A plus I sin A into cos B plus I sin B. Okay, so this can be extended to any number of angles. That is, if we write cos of alpha plus beta plus gamma plus etc. finite number of angles plus I times sine of the same alpha plus beta plus gamma plus etc., we can get this is same as cos alpha plus I times sine alpha into cos beta plus I times sine beta into etc. Okay, so this is what we have to use to prove the other identity, or we need to get for getting this sine cos expansions of sine cos tan in terms of tan, we need to use this reference. So this can be treated as a reference for the next. We try to get an expansion of cos first in terms of tan. For that we start with that reference. That is, in that reference we need to discuss the terms cos alpha plus I sin alpha. This can be written as cos alpha times 1 plus I tan alpha. Similarly, cos beta plus I sin beta can be written as cos beta times 1 plus I tan beta, etc. etc. Okay, so what is this? We know that product of these terms, cos alpha plus I sin alpha, cos beta plus I sin beta, product of all these terms will give cos alpha plus beta plus gamma plus etc. plus I times sine of that. So we multiply the both sides. So this will give cos alpha plus I sin alpha into cos beta plus I sin beta into etc. will give product of this, right? So this will be cos alpha, cos beta, etc. into 1 plus I times tan alpha, 1 plus I times tan beta, etc. So what is the left side? By reference, we can write this left side as cos of alpha plus beta plus gamma plus etc. plus I times sine of alpha plus beta plus gamma plus etc. That is equal to, so this will be cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma etc. into this will be 1 plus I times tan alpha plus etc. plus tan, this is tan beta tan gamma plus etc. taken one at a time, and I square times tan alpha tan beta plus tan alpha tan gamma plus etc. taken 2 at a time, plus I cube times taken 3 at a time, tan alpha tan beta tan gamma plus etc. taken 3 at a time, and so on. Okay, so now we can write this cos of alpha plus beta plus gamma plus etc. plus I times sine of alpha plus beta plus gamma plus etc. equal to cos alpha cos beta cos gamma etc. Times this can be written as 1 plus I times S1. S1 is nothing but the sum of the term taken, sum of the terms from tan alpha, tan beta, etc. Sum of the terms taken one at a time, and this is minus S2, that is I square. I square times this taken 2 at a time. Then we have minus I times S3 plus S4 plus I times S5 minus etc. Okay, so from this now it is very easy to equate left side and LHS and RHS. From that you can write cos of alpha plus beta plus gamma plus etc. is equal to the real part of this term. Okay, so that is cos of alpha plus beta plus gamma plus etc. equal to cos alpha cos beta cos gamma times etc. times, what is here? Here the real part is 1 minus S2 plus S4 minus S6 etc. Similarly, sine alpha plus beta plus gamma plus etc. equal to this, the same term cos alpha cos beta cos gamma etc. times the imaginary part of this. What is the imaginary part of this? That is S1 minus S3 plus S5 minus S7 etc. So this is the expression for sine, and this is the expression for cos. Okay, next we have to find the expression for tan alpha plus beta plus gamma plus etc. a certain number of angles. For this we have already seen that sine alpha plus beta plus gamma plus etc. equal to S1 minus S3 plus S5 minus S7 plus etc. Similarly, cos alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to 1 minus S2 plus S4 minus S6 plus etc. times this. So we need to get the expression for tan of alpha plus beta plus gamma plus etc. We use the formula sine of alpha plus beta plus gamma plus etc. divided by cos of alpha plus beta plus gamma plus etc. So this can be written as this is equation number 1, and I write this is equation number 2. Then we need to find 1 by 2. Okay, 1 by 2 will give tan of this. Clear? What is 1 by 2? By dividing this we can cancel this. Clear? So the rest of the term is S1 minus S3 plus S5 minus etc. divided by 1 minus S2 plus S4 minus S6 plus etc. So this will give the expansion for tan of alpha plus beta plus gamma plus etc. Okay, thank you.